Harrison, firstly, can you just speak to your experience at the Manning Passing Academy and your talking to Peyton and what you kind of learned from him?
Yeah, it was a really good experience down in Louisiana. Of course, it was very hot, but Peyton and Eli being around them, they really taught me a lot of things, just about like how to carry yourself in like a professional way, and it really helped me become like a better leader when I was down there. Just a few things that I picked up from them. It was a good experience though.
Have you been able to apply that so far in your workouts?
Yeah, just like, well, really haven't had that much time back since I've been, but I've only really had a week. But just being more encouraging to the guys and just building relationships like that.
Harrison, this offense you're running now, is this more like what you ran in high school than Coach Pruitt's offense?
Yeah, I would say this year's offense is more like RPO based, and that's how I kind of was in high school. Just threw the ball a lot, like how we will this year. This year's offense is up tempo, like spread the ball around, just throw it a whole bunch. So
you feel really comfortable in that then?
Yeah, I do. Feel really good in this offense. I took the time in the film room to really pick up the offense and learn the ins and outs of it and what everybody's doing. So this camp we could really show it.
Just what have been your biggest areas of focus this all season in terms of trying to get better at?
Really, I would just say two things I really focused on is just my body so I can run and move better. That's what I actually sent us our before and after pictures today. I dropped a couple percent in body fat, lost about five or so pounds. I can really see myself like moving better within the pocket, and also just literally just running. I feel a whole lot better. And then second, I would say my deep ball. I've like been able to really adjust like the way and the angles that I throw my deep ball. But yeah, besides that, it's been really good. Really excited for this season.
Harrison, when you went down and worked with David Morris, the QB country down in Mobile, what are some things you worked on with him, kind of your training towards that?
Well, really with training with David, he's trained like a lot of the pro guys. So from the classroom aspect, really just worked on like the longer play calls and like progressions and protections. That's one of the things we really worked on. And when it comes to the field, just being a lot more twitchy with my movements. So whether it be my meshes to my throwing motion, just how quick the ball's getting out, just simple things like that.
Did you get to get some extra time with Bayless down there as well?
Yeah, when I was down there training in Saraland, kind of that area, V came out and called a couple times. We actually threw it at his old alma mater high school, Saraland, and it was pretty good.
Harrison, I don't know if anywhere in the country on the first media day, a team would have 4 quarterbacks here for interviews. It's kind of unusual to have that much competition. What's it been like just with that many guys? I know Joe wasn't here for spring, but still, so many guys in the running. What's it been like?
It's been good. All the guys are really working hard. We're all competing. We're all making each other better. But nah, it's definitely been different compared to last year. But nah, we're all just competing, working.
Harrison, Coach Heupel mentioned that they really wanted to be able to show off like the vibe kind of around this program and just the family atmosphere that they've been able to institute and really give kind of that inside access to the fans. Can you just speak to kind of the atmosphere that you've seen around this program and just why they would want to show that off so much?
Yeah, ever since Coach Hype has really showed up, he's really tried to instill like a family type atmosphere to all the players and even to some of the coaches, honestly. We've been able to team bond way more, just things that we weren't able to do last year, and it's really just brought us a lot closer. Coach Hype treats every one of his players like one of his own, so it's been good.
How different are you as a quarterback because of the time and the reps that you got late last year?
Man, I would say the game has definitely slowed down from my first start versus Florida last year to even in the spring game. I just felt like the game was moving in slow motion now compared to what it was last year. I felt like last year when I was playing, the game was kind of a little speedy at times, but really in the spring game when I was playing, it felt like everything was just moving in slow motion. Like the game slowed down a whole lot, and I feel like that really speaks to how much I've put in, and I'm really a true believer in that hard work really does pay off.
Obviously, this is a big QB competition, but can you talk about your relationship with the other guys in this room?
So Joe is new. He's a really cool guy. I really haven't built much of a relationship with him, but he seems to be a pretty good guy. Brian, I was obviously with last year. He's a great player, good guy. And Hendon is a really laid back, but cool. We just have a few of us in the room have different personalities, but we're all cordial and good with each other, so we're all really cool.
Harrison, why do you decide to stick it out here when a lot of guys were leaving?
You know, my whole life I've really tended more towards the aspect of changing things around rather than leaving them in the fire. Even when I decided to transfer in high school to my high school that I ended with, we started bad, but we ended one of the top teams in the nation. So I really took that mindset in my life.
What's it like being in this quarterback room that's so different from the group you had last year?
Last year, it was a different situation last year, different coach, different everything. So I would just say it's different from, I don't even really know. Like it's just like different coach, different mindset. Everybody has different ideas on what they want to do. It's different.
There's some play to play. Why are you guys able to function at such a high tempo? Are you getting multiple plays? Do you have decisions that you make on the fly? Why are you able to go so fast in this offense?
We play so fast because one, we have really good ball mechanics. Two, we rep every play that we're going to run. We rep it every single day. And two, like everybody's on the same page, so everybody knows what the whole offense, the whole objective, what we're trying to do. So when everybody knows what they're trying to do, we operate fast.
What have you been working on to help improve your game?
Really, this offseason, I went vegetarian. I was saying that earlier, but I went vegetarian so I could trim down on my body fat, and then I dropped a couple percentage on my body fat, and so I've been able to run faster and move better and all that. And then also my deep ball accuracy, just really putting a lot more air on the ball, and just I had to fine tune a couple little things.
What's the biggest thing you miss since going vegetarian?
Well, obviously, like having to sit down after a long day, having a nice steak or so, you know. But yeah, when you go vegetarian and you don't have the meat option, it really limits to what you can eat.
What's your go-to?
Yeah.
Man, any place that has some good tofu. Now this is gonna be a shout out for everybody, but Moe's right here on the strip is the place. Like their tofu that they make, and I usually get like the stack, but they give you so many options. That's good for you, and it's good.
Is that
Trying for some of your teammates, some of
Yeah.
your big boys saying about vegetarian diet.
Oh man, so when I took them to the so I made a promise at the beginning of the summer I would go vegetarian for the whole entire summer, see how it would do. And so when I took them to the steakhouse, I took all my boys to the steakhouse, and man, I was looking on there and there wasn't much vegetarian options. So I had to break it there. I had to give me a steak, and it almost felt weird after, but it was a good time, good bonding time for all of us.
Is there any strategy there with an NIL with Moe's?
I wish not. I have had a pretty good time with NIL. I've tried to keep everything to myself, not really trying to let anybody know what really I got going on. But I have a good team back home. I signed with BTA Management, and they've really been taking care of everything for me, so I could just strictly focus on football. But yeah, I have done a whole bunch of things.
Do you see the value in winning? If you win the starting job, that's better, right? For NIL, obviously, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that'll help anybody. It's called BTA Management.
BTA?
8.
BT8.
Yeah.
What excites you most about playing in this Josh Heupel offense?
Man, y'all seen it in spring game, but our ability just to push the ball downfield, and we play so fast, we get everybody, a lot of defenses out of where they want to be lined up, and like we play so fast that our offense kind of has to be simple to a point, and like decisions are easy, and all you really just got to do is shot back and play ball, really.
Coach Village said he was hoping for about a week and a half to kind of everybody, all four in there, getting reps, rolling through, and then getting it narrowed down. So how much urgency, is that something that's been communicated to you guys, and how much urgency do you guys all feel to like right away try to get into that smaller group?
Yeah, no, they really haven't they really haven't talked that much about as far as like the quarterback competition to us. They try to keep it, away from the room as much as possible so that, we're able just to be ourselves. And that's one thing Coach Golich really does preach is to be yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not. And but yeah, I'm sure as fall camp goes winds on down, they'll start eliminating people and stuff and whatnot. So.
Harrison, how much of an advantage or a benefit is it, do you think, that you have a head coach that played quarterback and played it at a really high level?
I feel like Coach Heupel really understands how to lead a program. He relates to players a lot more and understands the quarterback position. He understands that everything is always going to be rainbows and sunshine. And that aspect about him that I really do like. He'll take you under his wing and really teach you some things, even when you do mess up. And even when you're doing good, he'll keep you level-headed too.
And